Morning breaking, it's 2 p.m. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. We start with the latest news break coming in on the changes that have been made by the IT Ministry in the new IT rules. Now, just to take you through the details of the amendments that have been made by the IT Ministry, the new notification states that any fake information in connection with central government must be taken down by the platforms or the platform may lose immunity. This move, remember, has been criticized by the Editors Guild of India that claims that the government could get sweeping powers if this change comes into effect. So a tweak that has been made by the IT Ministry in the new IT rules. In fact, Republic exclusively spoke to Rajeev Chandrasekhar on the amendments that have been made to the new IT rules. Listen in to that exclusive conversation we had with the MOS, Rajeev Chandrasekhar.
IT Ministry notifies body to flag fake content on government. PIB reference removed. We are joined by Union Minister and MOS Electronics and Information Technology, Rajeev Chandrasekhar. Rajeev sir, thanks for speaking to Republic. Sir, now the new amendment has been made to the IT rule to see the misinformation and misleading content. Could you explain more what the change in the legislation exactly is?
In October of 2022, we had formulated and notified a new IT rules that takes on this danger and this menace of misinformation and patently false information on the internet head-on. And in October 2022, we had prescribed in Rule 31B5 of the IT rules that social media platforms and intermediaries have an obligation to take down fake information and patently false information, amongst other 8 categories of content, including child sexual abuse material, religious incitement material. There were 9 categories of content that were no-go areas for social media platforms, and this was notified in October 2022. One of the issues that came up during the last 10 months, 12 months, was that many intermediaries felt that there was a need for a fact checker, a credible, trusted fact checker who can be playing the role of flagging fake content, patently false content, and misinformation content. And because the government as an entity, information about the government can only be with the government, it was felt that the government must create an entity that will fact check what are the issues out there, content out there, information about there on government content, government-related content. And so therefore we have said in the IT rules to help the intermediaries discharge their obligations under Rule 3, we will create a fact-checking entity that will, in a credible, transparent manner, fact-check matters of the government. Now, this is not, as some people will try and characterize, as any restriction on free speech. This is certainly not anything to do with curbing editorial or content creation. This is an unwavering commitment to making sure the internet in India is safe and trusted. We certainly don't want misinformation, fake information, and patently false information, especially from cross-border state actors and vested interests, to create dissonance, create chaos, and create any challenges to the Indian democracy or indeed the safety and trust of the Indian internet.
One more thing, Mr. Chandrasekhar, how will the body work to fight this misinformation? And right now you have given the entire power to PIB to take down any false or fake content from social media. Are there any plans in your mind which organization it will be, which particular body it will be?
I want to certainly clarify to you that the rules that were notified yesterday do not say PIB. We do not mention that PIB will be the fact-checking unit. So the rules say that the government of India, i.e. the MeitY, this ministry, will notify an institution that will be the fact-checker for the government. Now, there are many ways of looking at that institution, but I can certainly commit to, through you, to the viewers, that this fact-checking unit will be a fact-checking unit that will do its work credibly, transparently, and will earn the trust of those it is fact-checking, which is the social media intermediaries. It is our commitment that this will be an institution that will be built, that will be creating trust and credibility amongst the social media intermediaries, who will be the most availing entities of this fact-checking unit.
Right now, what we see is that there's no barring of content on social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook. So if we say that any false information is posted on social media platforms like Twitter or Facebook, what will be the swift procedure to assess and remove it?
Look, I want to also say that the fact-checking unit does not ask anybody to take down content. It will only point out that this is misinformation or this is patently false information. It is left to the social media intermediaries to either take it down, or if they choose to keep something that is fake or keep that as misinformation, they essentially have only one consequence, which is that the safe harbor under Section 79 that protects them from any legal cases will be dropped, and then they will be in a legal dispute with whoever is aggrieved by the fake information or patently false information. So the safe harbor and the immunity that they enjoy from having a legal case put on them for fake information or misinformation will be dropped, and they will be in a dispute, legal dispute in a court of law between the person who is aggrieved by the fake information and the platform that is carrying the fake information. That is the only consequence that comes out of it. There is no power in the government of India under these rules to take down content. We can only flag misinformation. We can only flag patently false information through this entity. It is up to the intermediary to decide
To take it down
or take it down or not.
One more thing. So now the entire framing of this amendment is already done by the IT ministry, sir. So now we can say there are many institutions and foundations which are alleging that this move is unconstitutional. What's your response to them?
Look, I mean, people will say what they have to say, but we have done everything that our government does, everything our ministry does is done with extensive consultation. It is done with extensive legal consultation. It's done with extensive consultation with stakeholders, including users and intermediaries and industry and other stakeholders. So therefore, there is no question of anything being unconstitutional. This is usually being pandered by those who are in election mode and those who want to create politics out of everything. This is an important step and a decisive step, as in October 2022, to make the Indian internet fight the scourge of misinformation, fight the scourge of patently false information in a manner where every one of our 100 crore digital Nagariks will enjoy an internet, can trust the internet and trust the information that is put on the internet.
One more thing, do you have any response for the Congress as well, sir? Because they have been hitting the government on this move, where they are saying that this move is to curtail their right of speech and freedom of speech on social media platform, and government has done this against them.
I think I usually do not respond to the Congress because there is not very much that they say that is worth responding to. But I can certainly say that the Congress, which is the pioneer for Section 66A in the IT Act, which had to be struck down by a Supreme Court when I was a member of Parliament, which is a pioneer of using the law to imprison cartoonists, should not open their mouth about anything to do with this, because what this government does is for the safety and trust of 100 crore digital Nagariks. Our fight to keep the internet safe and trusted will be unwavering. Our fight to keep misinformation and fake information out of the internet is unwavering. And this fight does not represent any threat to every citizen's right to free speech, every Indian's right to free speech. And I want to clarify to your viewers that this is the first government that in the rules have enshrined that no platform can violate the fundamental right of any Indian citizen, Article 14, 19 or 21. This is written in the rules that Article 14, 19 and 21 cannot be violated of Indian citizens. So this government is a trustee of Indians' fundamental rights and certainly will not play havoc with fundamental rights that the Congress has during the emergency or with Section 66A.
So this is IT Minister, MOS IT and Electronics Minister Rajeev Chandrasekhar speaking exclusively to us on the fact-checker body, now the amendment which has been done in the new IT rule. Along with video journalist Anup Sasangi, Harsha Chandwani for Republic TV.